Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic, leaving the house with a bunch of kids without losing your cool. As a homeschooling mom, I was thinking, how do I say anything helpful to people who are leaving every morning to drop off their kids at daycare and go to school? One of the things I do to make my life easier when it comes to leaving the house with a bunch of young kids is I never go anywhere in the morning. Like, unless the house is burning down, we're not leaving it, right? I want to give you some food for thought so that you can think about these things and apply them to your own circumstances. The first thing to be mindful of is to really take a good look at how long it takes you to leave the house with your children. And one of the reasons we get really angry and really worked up is because we think in our heads, in our rational heads, we're thinking it shouldn't take more than 15 minutes to put shoes on, a coat, and get in the car. When really, it takes 40 minutes, right? So you're trying to squeeze 40 minutes of work into 15 minutes, and then you wonder why the drama's running this high, right? I think that part of being a calm parent is to have realistic expectations. Often it's not our children that drive us insane, it's the expectations we have that drive us insane. So time, and just give yourself enough time. The second thing I wanted to mention was that your children probably need help hands-on to get ready, right? And so often what happens is that we're parenting from the kitchen, we're parenting from the couch, and we're yelling orders at a distance, hoping that the children are doing what we actually think they're doing. And then when we realize nobody's been doing what we thought they were doing, then we lose our cool, right? And so another thing to be really aware of is that your children will need your hands-on help to leave the house. So for me, I don't call my children to leave the house until I'm ready. So when I'm ready, I'm able to be in the front hallway, helping them put their shoes and their coats and get in the car. The third thing I wanted to mention was to deconflict areas of high tension, and those will change from family to family. So some families have a really slow eater, this child that takes forever to eat, right? And so when you rush that child, you end up causing a lot of tension and a lot of drama. And so I would say spend a bit of time to think about your routine and find out where are the areas of high tension and high conflict, and then be ready to be with your child at that time. Are you trying to clean up the kitchen while your child is trying to get dressed? You know, if getting dressed is a problem, you should try to have the kitchen done before you start getting dressed, right? Like, are you upstairs getting ready, getting dressed, you know, getting your hair done to go to work while your child is trying to eat and has a hard time focusing on eating because maybe she's not hungry first thing in the morning, right? And so, you know, sometimes if we're able to focus on these areas and not be doing something else, right? So maybe it means that, you know, there's some unpleasantness involved in that. Like, it may mean getting lunches ready the night before. It may mean that your child sleeps in her clothes. I've done that a ton of time because what's the difference between a PJ and a legging and a t-shirt? Like, really, these kids live in PJs, right?